Welcome, campers! Thank you for joining our story circle. We are Campfire Odysseys, and this is finally the Masquerade. Joining me today is my favorite camp counselors, the Stag, Nick Samara, the Bull, Marvin Ordono, and the Demon, Michael A. Greenhut. As you can see, we're very dressed to impress for this, our Masquerade episode. As our party was planning and plotting, what they didn't see is at the castle, the forces of the crown were also prepping and preparing for the arrival of our party members. Now, a long rest has been had for everybody. Some activities have been added on pre-long rest.
Just a few little extra things in the care package that Boogs will sneak in.
He'll prison sneak in.
His prison bag.
In his prison wallet.
Prison wallet's what it's called.
We do what we have to survive.
That is true. Lochlan will have stumbled his way through the scroll making process with some help from Pak and of course the facilities of Ziren's wonderful manor, and managed to produce a scroll of the spell Knock, which perhaps you'll be able to use, perhaps you won't. But if you can, it'll get you out of many locked, sticky situations.
Decor.
There is a note tied around it as well that's for dealing with locks. Lock.
The Masquerade is in a few hours. As we get ready to go, you see crowds of people approaching the castle, carriages, on foot. You see some ships docking at the harbor nearby.
Well, just before we set off, obviously without his Masquerade getup on, Lochlan will use the sending stone, the Vane sending stone that he has.
Okay.
And he'll ask Boogs to get into character. Though really, for Boogs, he'll just say, if you could get it, and just be yourself.
Decor.
Just pretend to be bound.
Yeah, I'll stash everything in the bag. Taking off the gloves, does that cause my arms to also disappear?
Correct.
Great. And I will stash the bag.
Just give me a few minutes.
Take your time.
Just ignore. Unless no, I don't think I will need help.
Lochlan whistles for one of the unseen servants.
You see the door open by itself.
I am so sorry, Chucky.
And he'll go in to the bathroom and discreetly hide this bag.
Which
Hidden.
Lochlan will have cast non-detection on before.
All right, I'm
Right before.
I hope
Yes.
you forgot.
It lasts for 8 hours.
I mean, you want to get the most juice out of it, you should do it right before.
I ain't doing it after.
I was hoping you would have forgotten, but as the contents of the secret pouch is in the secret pouch,
The most secret of pouches.
you guys assemble. The manor is flying, hidden by clouds above the castle.
Lochlan will dial, hopefully his uncle. I don't know if I have real control over who in the Vane it contacts.
Yeah.
Uncle Lars. Uncle Lars.
Lucky.
What the hell happened? What? 1 minute I'm monitoring this guy for you, and the next thing I hear is, he's attacked the castle?
We are on high alert. Are you safe?
I suppose. I thought I was before, but what's going on?
Did you come across Bon Soldat?
Funny you say. I mean, I was here on the ship, or the manor, or whatever you call it, when that went down, and he's right here. And I'll just quickly turn the crystal so you can see a bound and gagged Boogs. He was in poor state. The other guy didn't make it.
You're able to see your uncle's face go pale, almost ghostly.
And you see his face through the...
Yeah, I just shoot a dagger with my one good eye on him.
You able to take him down by yourself?
He was already unconscious. Y'all must have roughed him up real bad.
We see there was two that got reported. I did not know that one of them was in your possession.
Well, he wasn't until just a bit ago. Tried to escape on this manor. When I heard what happened, I thought, what's the point of being in cover? I just arrested him.
Very well done, Lucky. Are you nearby?
Oh, we're still planning on coming to the Masquerade. Perhaps we could do the handover there, eh? If General Fay is there, I'm sure I'll want to receive him.
General Fay is currently busy, but I can receive him.
All right. If that's what you'd like to do. And can I roll insight when I say that?
Go ahead and roll your insight check.
May I also separately?
I'll let you do it at disadvantage.
Because you're so mad.
As to reflect your mental state in the situation.
Fair. With disadvantage, it's still a 21.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you, motherfucker.
Mine's only a 19.
With the 19, you recognize the duty-bound uncle that you have. You notice worry in his voice. Not necessarily over Boogs, but for you. Knowing that the person that you have in custody is very dangerous. The worst case scenario is that you captured him.
That I'm involved. Yeah.
Correct. You pick up with that 21 a hint of anger, the same aggression that you have on your side. There's like contempt. Contempt. When he says, I should be the one to receive him.
Well, where shall I meet you, Uncle? Is there does the castle have like a holding area or a brig?
The western side of the gates, there is a outhouse. And there I will receive him.
All right.
He should be very familiar with that fucking outhouse.
Oh, all right.
I think I just to try to sell the whole thing, even though gagged, I just try to like grumble,
Loki, do me a favor, son. Knock him out first.
Aye, all right. I will say, Uncle, when I mentioned your name, and I'll make eye contact, like through the hologram. When I mentioned your name, he got really active, despite being so wounded.
I'm sure he's been dreaming about this. Very long time.
Careful what you wish for. I'll see you soon.
Call me when you're ready.
Okay. I'll stow the thing. And I'll cautiously look at Boogs, like a little bit of the joking demeanor, like, let him know. Well done.
Spit the gag out of my mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess I could say he's bound, he doesn't have arms. So he's like you're roughed up enough as it is. I don't think I'll have to sell that I knocked you out.
We'll see.
Alright.
And then you hear hey y'all, just testing this out. Can you hear me? Can you can you hear me? Can you testing hear me?
Hearing Pak put on his cool radio operator voice. Lochlan will be like, that's right, big guy, or yeah.
This is perfect. So I fitted a little messaging stones shards in a mask so we could use them to communicate.
All right. Well, for a moment, you'll just be... Lochlan catches himself and then just kind of quiets down, but then every so often when like nothing is happening and conversing, he's like, Boogs, you've got to stop making an ass of yourself on the channel.
Yeah, I feel like I'm talking to an ass right now.
You just hear the one-sided conversation.
What is so funny?
It's Zeman, don't worry. It's fine.
What, is he shit talking?
You just see Lochlan start to laugh.
I could still kill you.
I bet you could. I bet you could. It's a bit of good fun. It's a very serious affair. We take our laughs where we can.
Decor.
Yeah, so I'll coordinate. We'll plan it out because the plan is we're gonna get dropped off right enough so that you can arrive with the prisoner.
You'll disguise yourself.
Yes, I'll follow after with a ticket. Disguise myself.
An hour.
Right, so I'll do it. I'll have to do it beforehand.
Yeah. So 45.
Yeah,
we'll be well within that time.
And then with the cannons out, it's still covered by a cloud, or can you see the cannons?
If you lower the manor, you will see all the cannons.
Okay.
Now you can hide them again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna deactivate for now.
Like a little transformer in the house hides the cannons.
That means I'm at Transmogrifier, Hasbro.
Don't come for us.
Yeah. That's what it's called. And then I set plans to drop us off close, but not too close.
So as we move forward, the manor lowers itself. As you guys take foot, Pak, do you want to go to the main road and join the crowds of people entering, or do you want to?
No. I think because now I can communicate with Loch, so I will join the mass because I have my ticket. I'll make sure I have that. And then when I get close enough, that's when I'll use disguise self to kind of make sure I look a little bit different.
We'll pick that up in a second.
Yeah, and then I'll do that.
As you guys move through, are you walking? How do you want to do this? I'll ask you so I don't lead any.
I mean, I guess I can be bound. They'll put me in shackles anyway.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have like a basic set of shackles on your feet, right? And I'll just like ahead of me, so I don't have to have like a leash or something like that.
You can still have me
gagged. Yeah, why be gagged? Yeah, more believably this time. And then I think what we would do is just I'll use because I still have the cloak of many fashions.
Yes.
So I'll just have it thrown over as like a very simple,
right,
like peasant's style cloak, and I'll just make my way along, pushing him along. And I mean, it's obvious to anybody, right? He's like a prisoner, so I don't know, none of the townsfolk will accost us. But then basically just take the normal streets, like not try to be too secretive or surreptitious until we start getting close to that entrance, and then I'll cut to the side, to that like side entrance.
You see a fortitude of guards, much more than when you guys first approached, stationed at the helm entryway of this farmhouse. And behind them, you recognize your uncle, already dressed for the masquerade, very ornately, lavishly presentable. You said you were dragging him along?
I'm pushing him in front of me.
Oh, I see.
And then I'm just cloaked, because he's way taller than Loch, so Loch's kind of just like peeking around the sides, checking every corner, especially since he got shot at before randomly when we were trying to collect stuff. So he's gonna he's just checking.
Yeah.
Not knowing who too, because I mean, very cognizant of the fact that we let a former member of the Bramble go during a Bramble fight thing too. So he's looking for anybody and anyone who might be throwing looks at us.
Just to try to sell the situation. As soon as we see Orlin,
Boogs will make to try to escape this grasp.
he'll go a few steps and then pretend he has some wound or something that prevents him from he's starting to charge, but then he some wound
Doubles
makes him
over.
double over and land in the dirt.
I'll ask you for a performance, and I'll ask you for a deception.
Okay.
Just flat rolls. You guys can't really help yourselves in this situation.
But I can give you bardic inspiration.
I'll take that.
Loch kind of gets feels Boogs shifting in his grasp, and his way of bardic inspiring, he's like, all right there, and then just tries to make it seem like it wasn't planned. So it's a D8.
Thank you.
Nice.
No.
Okay, pretty good. I'm gonna use it though. Just why not?
Bloody.
Okay, that's a total of 16.
Oh, yeah.
21.
Fuck. Okay.
On an 11.
Fuck. As you fall over, you double over. You have an instinctual kick to sell it.
Yeah.
You grunt. The guards around lunge forward, and they see you handling the situation. They all back off as your uncle divides them to step forward. Now, Lucky, I told you to knock him unconscious.
Aye, he's a big fucker. I didn't really want to drag him through the streets, Uncle. Unless you wanted me to park the manor right above the castle.
You still have the manor?
Yeah, well, what else? It's not here now, it's gone, but
How do you drive the manor?
I didn't.
Who's driving the manor?
You think I understand how Initandu's bloody flying castle works?
Interesting.
I had to walk. Do you know how far I had to walk? With him?
He cuts you off and he looks at the guards. Take care of the trash. They all surround you. They bound you in shackles, your feet to your neck, so that you cannot extend a leg in any direction. Cover your face, and then take turns beating you in the head until you lock unconscious. Now you have a choice. You can either convince them that you're unconscious, or I can drain all your HP.
No, I'll attempt to convince them that I'm going.
I'm going to ask you for a roll with advantage because they're hitting you actively.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Hope we remembered to put the potions in his bag.
That's a 10.
Before you're able to knock unconscious, you lose 6 HP.
Okay.
And then you knock out.
Oh, man. It's a light sleeper.
They start dragging an unconscious Boogs into the castle. You know he's faking it because he didn't roll very high on his persuasion.
It feels like it's probably not even. They don't really care if he's faking it or not. He's submitting, right? So
Yeah,
Even though I can't see, I do have a passive perception of 24.
correct.
So I would like to pay attention to changes in atmosphere, the sound of their boots on the ground, any information
texture.
that I can possibly
the
glean.
number of turns you make.
Yeah,
Directional.
anything that I can glean with my ears and just kind of my other senses.
As you get dragged off, Orlin looks to you. Lucky, it's me. He starts to walk towards the front entrance.
Yep.
Your perception is hindered by the lack of not saying. However, your feet, having been tuned for 10 years, as sensitive as they are, you feel the ground as you're being dragged along the floor. You feel the dirt and the gravel turn into stone steps. You hear the creaking of large double wooden doors slide open as your feet start rubbing on carpet. For a long time, they get off the carpet onto tile, which feels like very ornate tile, with the ridges as your feet pass through them. You hear another set of locks be undone, and the door creaks open as you're thrown into a stone cold floor.
Okay.
Your shackles are fortified and tied to a wall. You walk towards the front entrance with your uncle. Now, Lucky, I can't tell you how well you've done. I'm so proud of you.
Well, yeah, I know. I come from good stock with you and Pa.
Why?
So impressed you were able to take down such a seasoned warrior by yourself.
Well, really, it didn't do much to take him down. He was proper fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw him. He's still bleeding out.
I did hear he was very roughed. Did he tell you anything about me?
It's funny you should ask that, Uncle. And I'm just gonna stare at him for a minute.
Yeah. He looks expectingly.
Is there something I should know that he might have mentioned?
Seems like you already know what he mentioned to you.
Well, let's just say he mentioned being an acquaintance of yours, and you have some history.
Yes.
Specifically, vein-related history.
Yes. Well, Lucky, you guys are now away from all the crowds. Well, Lucky, you know that in the manners of the vein, we all have to do our things to keep those we love safe.
Aye. You always told me that, being as I am, this was the best way to hide in plain sight.
In order to keep you safe, I needed to turn in another.
Yeah, I see. I guess my question, Uncle, is, given the Scarlet Demon's track record, given, what you and I are purportedly doing in the vein, our reasons for being here, wasn't it you always told me that your purpose in this was to try to rein in the worst tendencies? A person like Boogsran Breaks Out epitomizes the worst tendencies, wouldn't you say?
Right on, son. You see, that was exactly what I was meaning by rein in. I saw the solution to be exterminating. However, there was discord amongst the leadership, and they decided that imprisonment was better. Some tendencies tend to arise once again. Do you know why we call him the Scarlet Demon?
Lochlan is, Lochlan's gonna start to, he's gonna adjust his mask, go over the helm for one that he's kind of trying to hide. And as he's adjusting it, he's gonna try to use that to mask the casting of the Detect Thoughts spell on Orlin. And he's gonna say, "Tell me more," which will be the verbal component of the spell. Yeah. Tell me more.
Sorry to tell you this. I'm gonna need a sleight of hand check.
Oh, that's fine.
At least it wasn't me. As long as it's not me for sleight of hand.
I don't think he would be incredibly offended if he was like, well, I mean, it's your job to be suspicious of shit. And that's how he raised me.
Ooh. Oh.
16.
As you're adjusting your mask, you cast the spell. And you see that as you finish putting it on, he turns away, which you use as an opportunity to turn on the Detect Thought spell. He asks you, do you know why we called him the Scarlet Demon? Immediately, you get a flooding of plans in his brain that are on the surface. At the very forefront of his thoughts, you see a recurring thought. Lucky, safe. Keep Lucky, safe. Keep Lucky, safe. Going here, Lucky, safe. Do this, Lucky, safe. That's always at the forefront. However, you also see, mentally, He's thinking of where every single one of these guards are. He's a mastermind. So he knows exactly where he's stationed every single guard in this castle.
And Lochlan
Yes.
pulls that apart and makes a mental note of every single position
Perfect.
in his brain
Perfect.
and locks that away, barely listening to his uncle to try to focus in on that. But he says, I assumed it had to do with his appearance. He's a scruffy fellow.
For such a name like Demon, he earned it. Some would say life by life, but for the Scarlet Demon, he earned it wings by wings.
Wings by wings.
I'm sure you're aware that the Oniro are very hunted in our land.
Oh, well, aye, yeah.
He points at your stag horns. There was only one that we sent out to kill, retrieve, imprison, torture, get rid of Oniro. Therefore came the Scarlet Demon.
Demon versus angels. I see.
They weren't much of a match for our demon. Very, very quietly got rid of most of them. So you see why I was afraid when he found you.
Aye, uncle. I do. I'm gonna keep focusing on the spell to try to push
You want to push deeper?
deeper,
Oh,
another level deeper, just to see if I can
What's
get
your DC?
So my spell, it's a wisdom 15.
First of all, I'm going to roll your dice. I'm going to roll this one. He has disadvantage because he trusts you more than anything.
Oh, yeah. Sucker.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
DC 15.
He only has a +1 to this.
Fucking idiot.
That is a 10.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna try to guide the
He's
process of
walking
his
towards
thoughts.
the beginning.
Yeah, and
What do you want to know? What are you looking for as you dive deeper?
because on the surface,
Fuck.
Lochlan trusts the keep Lucky safe because he's never really given him a reason to believe to not believe that he's genuine about
For
caring
sure.
about him,
For sure.
and the family because he's always been good to
For
Lachlan's
sure.
mom, etc.
Where's
Even
his sister?
oh, that's right. Yeah, I always thought he was related to Pa. No, he's
He's
to my
related to
mom.
your mom.
Yeah.
He's your maternal uncle.
But he clearly was like really distraught when Pa died. So that was
Yeah.
Yes, but Uncle, when did you rein him in? Was it only after I came around? Is that when you realized that this is all wrong? How wrong it is? I mean, we Oniro are still hunted. If I were to come out that I'm one, the scandal, my mother, your sister.
You see him get very somber. No insight check needed. He does not hold up walls when he's with you. My plight began when you were born. You were the spark of my change. But not all change happens immediately, son. Unfortunately, I was not able to save Pa. And I've only been able to protect you as much as safe haven, here and there. There were motions I could not control that I needed to eradicate. So I did what I had to do to get rid of the Scarlet Demon.
And do the thoughts that I'm delving into as he's talking about this back up what he's saying?
As you guys are walking through, you hear these words, but you're so enthralled by the visual images you're getting with the spell.
Yeah.
You see 10 years ago, you running up to your uncle to go fishing, saying goodbye to your mother as you go over, and as you're fishing, your uncle's teaching you strategic positions
Oh,
for the
right.
military.
Yeah.
Slang, code, a very loving memory that your uncle holds near and dear. You see worry come over him as he returns now to a council room. And these are all images that are flooding your mind as he's being remembered of this. And you see Boogsran in his Scarlet Demon glory, fully armed, unironically, healthy, buff, menacing, more than you've ever seen. That ragged prisoner you've met is nothing compared to the Scarlet Demon warrior, renowned for his might and his ruthlessness, receiving orders from General Fay. You are to hunt and kill any signs of Oniro here in Ileva, then out towards the port. as he hears this very routine order from General Fay, fear washes over your uncle as he thinks, I have a day. I have a day. Keep Lucky safe. I have a day. Cuts forward to a public display of all the atrocities being surrounded out. And you see your uncle shake that away as his pleas to kill the Scarlet Demon are silenced by General Fay. And Boogsran is knocked unconscious and drug out of the courtroom.
Loch catches himself drifting too deep into that and realizing he's kind of lagging in the conversation with his uncle as they're walking.
He stops and turns around to look at you, and he stares at you for a second.
There's a sadness that probably does penetrate both of the masks that Lochlan is wearing currently. That perhaps knowing him as he does his uncle can pick up on, and he'll say, "It's a lot to take in, Uncle. I never doubted that we're blood, we're family, no matter what." And then he's going to put his hand on his shoulder and he'll say, "But as well as you've done, and I know what you've done, you do not need to protect me anymore." And he's going to lock into his eyes really tight with that and try to push through the full force. It doesn't really technically cut both ways, but he tries to use the magic of the detect magic spell to put in his mind the idea of Lochlan as a capable, strong person who can make his own decisions.
Yeah. When you lock eyes with him, you're still lingering in his deep thoughts. He smiles at you. He says, "I wish that were true, Lucky. I really do. But just like your mother, I'll never stop worrying for you, son." And the last image you get as the spell ends is him standing over Boogsran, being held down as you hear the echoing screams of the Scarlet Demon as his arms are ripped off and he's taken away to imprisonment. Your uncle cuts the spell off unknowingly and says, "I will always make sure that you are safe."
Well, that's good because I'll always be getting into trouble, won't I?
I can always count on that, Lucky.
I'll see you inside, Uncle. And then
Very well.
I'll proceed on.
They take your own ways. So you get in line. He cuts the lines because he's who he is. You go in to get in line. Quick above table. We didn't clarify it beforehand. The artifact is
On Lochlan's person. And he specifically would not have told the others he took it with him.
okay. Pot we pick up. You're slowly approaching the gates.
Oh God. Okay.
Ready for your disguised self?
Yeah.
Would you like to describe what you look like for the rest of us?
Definitely smaller. So
That's a good one. It's hard to get smaller.
Yeah. So because I'm a large dude,
Right.
so people are used to seeing that. So smaller the better. A little bit slender, but with my mask on, helps cover hopefully helps cover the hornage I got. And,
Cover your horniness.
With disguised self, you can look like you don't have horns.
So I want to, so maybe just
Just
shrink
be a
them.
gnome.
And then you get a foot.
Yeah. Foot. So I'll,
Be a
definitely.
really tall gnome.
So I want to maximize the minimization of myself.
The Minotaur minimus.
Yeah, exactly. Put the min in Minotaur. So slender, smaller. I think I'll no horns, but I'll still have my mask because I feel like I'm top heavy usually, and I'll just be more
Slender. Okay.
Yeah. So just
What species are you?
I want to be more humanoid.
Okay.
More human-like.
More blendy.
Yeah, more blendikins. Yeah.
All right.
And then
I don't think blendikins exist in Redelms.
We'll have to add
anymore.
We'll have to add that. So
Blendikins, note to self.
Yeah,
Add
I would
blendikins as
I like to be the race of
Blendikins is what they call changelings here.
blendikins. What are you? Are you a blendikin?
Write it down.
I just want to be as unassuming as possible, but just have this dope just waving this dope ass ticket, and then having all my stuff, my things around me. But I think black to match my mask.
Okay.
Just because I know it's like a nice event, and I want I want to show out and impress.
We'll say that you enter first because of the conversation and the happenings. As you enter, there's guards, like a security check line.
Yep.
They receive your ticket.
Yep.
They look at you, look at the ticket, and begin to pat you down.
Yep.
They find everything.
Yep.
The guard looks at one to the other and says, "Does he have clearance?" They pull up your ticket. Armed, okay. "Thank you for coming to the masquerade, Your Honor. Please enjoy the festivities." Yep. Next.
I think So I think
You can thank me later.
So I think as I'm getting patted down, my eyes just grow, and with each thing that they find, my eyes just go. And then, but once they give me the clearance, I'm like, my eyes don't change.
You just through your mask, they're just all
It's the
eyeballs.
biggest eyeball.
Thank you.
You pass
I'll move along, and then I'll just keep going. Oh
You pass-
my gosh!
towards the stoop, up the stairs, and there's a beautiful stone archway with a lot of crystals embedded into it. That's like a very grandeur, like welcoming entrance. The stones all light green. Boop! And you see one of the guards make a note, magical items. As you move towards the opening of the double doors,
And, and when that happens, that's my shield now. It's my ticket.
right this way, sir. Your Honor, would you like a grand entrance as you enter the masquerade?
Well, no, I like to I like to keep a low profile.
We would love to introduce you to the guests as well.
Did you have like a name on count, or do I need to give you?
The name here is just listed as Your Honor. We can gladly take any name you'd like.
Oh, please, if you can introduce me as Angus. People should know that. I'm trying to, but I'm I don't
From
want
where do you hail?
to. Angus from Alcanzay.
And you see them all kind of like silently gasp. Oh, you are an invitee of Alcance.
Yeah.
You see them like whisper to each other,
I
and then two guards look over at you. Write some notes.
I do this to block him, but to try to get my attention. You might know why I want to keep a low profile.
We will just say, Your Honor, Sir Angus.
That's perfect. That's perfectly
Mighty
fine.
steed, as he points at your mask.
How do you?
Mighty steer. Yeah.
I'm sorry, steer.
Steed, sir, your
Oh, my mask.
Of course,
Of
your
course.
big horn.
It's just it's so natural. I can't-
Classically. He steps forward. You see him kind of like do this. He has a little like bow tie that starts to glow. You recognize this as thaumaturgy. And he looks at you. Ready?
Proceed.
He opens the doors. You see this beautiful, ornate, lavish room. These beautiful, ornate curtains and the most majestic grand hall you've ever been in.
I initially get excited, but remember to keep my cool. I still have my ticket in front of
As
me.
you're all holding your ticket in front of you, he takes a big step forward, interrupts the bards who are currently in middle of a song, and says, "Now presenting the majestic Your Honor, Sir Angus," as he points over to you to walk in. The entire ballroom turns to you and lightly claps.
And I take my little bows.
No one stops looking at you.
I keep going. I keep bowing because I have no idea what I'm doing.
This is fucking comedy gold.
I'm like, I just start looking at people.
Do I see this happening from the back, from
You
the
do.
line? I get Lochlan is just grinning.
I mean, yeah, even though you don't
yeah,
recognize Angus.
I know. Yeah, as soon as I see this, I'm like that.
As soon as you hear Sir Angus,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
like, oh
yeah,
my God.
Yeah.
But you just start. I think I get into a groove of just looking at people about, and then I start like
No
getting
one shows
comfortable.
you their ticket. No one shows you their ticket.
But he's just
trying to acknowledge everyone.
most awkward.
You're like,
Yeah.
Look at me.
you walk through and you see the large spreads of food, a nice little bar in the corner, but the main ballroom in the Grand Hall is a multitude of people dancing, all with their masks, with a little bit of plate of food, drinks, little like stand-up tables around, and you see these two lavishly dressed bards, very renowned, all throughout Redelms. You recognize immediately.
Is that Bard Dylan?
The sisters Dylan. Winifred and Vinifer Dylan.
Dylan.
The bosses.
As you step forward, they continue the song. Everyone starts doing the little like waltz as they all start dancing. At the very end of the ballroom, you see very ornate stairs leading up to a balcony level. On the balcony level is a nice ornate fireplace, some seating area, and what you notice to be from the map, the two doorways you saw on either end of that balcony.
Got it. Do I clock like guests on that balcony as well?
You do see a few guests sitting up top, kind of detached from the main party.
Yeah. And do I see a security kind of thing on the way up?
Interestingly, you see guards at every doorway except for the two up top. You see guards stationed at the top of the stairs.
Got it. I think what I want to do is I don't want to go straight in the middle. I kind of want to kind of go around to the side, check out the bar, but make my way slowly and very calmly towards the stairs.
Okay.
So, because everyone was looking at me, I was bowing for probably 5 minutes. And so now I want to take my time to let that attention dissipate and then just try to lose myself in the crowd and then just walk towards the stairs.
As you move through, dancing, you're kind of stumbling into people as they dance and they kind of turn to you and look. You still have your ticket up pointing at it. Now you're starting to get odd looks of like, almost as if this is the reason why. They're like, why is he here? What's going on? As you approach the stairs at the very bottom, you see a beautiful crystal tree. No leaves, but chains of silver hanging from them that is arcanely lit up.
Huh.
It's in of itself almost seems to be alive,
Yeah.
but it looks like a chandelier inverted from the floor instead of the ceiling. It lights up the entire room.
And do I see any other sort lights?
This is the only light source besides the fireplace in this entire area.
Holy moly. I think with that just crazy thing going on with the tree, I would like to, see if I can walk past it and just investigate it and see what's going on. Just marveling at it first and trying to figure out, well, how is this a thing?
Perfect. Gonna give me an investigation check.
Good thing that's not me.
It's just a 15.
With the 15, you notice it's magical. The properties of which you're not sure of. You don't understand what kind of magic it is, why it's magical, but you realize like this isn't just a light source. There's something else behind this.
Got it. So I'll clock that and start making my way towards the steps. And I think if there's no guards in the bottom,
Well, as you approach the steps and you hear the two guards slam down their shields to the floor, look at you politely and say, they look at your ticket and they smile and they still say no.
and then I slightly kind of turn away, but I try to do a last ditch effort and then do it again, but more.
They look at each other and they look at you and they say, as that happens, you reach the front door.
Okay.
Sir, can I see your ticket, please? You hand it over. It sees honored guest on there. It says, no security check. Right away through, sir. You reach the other door. Sir, would you like to be introduced?
I believe I would. Lochlan just kind of puts on a fake air his voice and goes, of course, but what fun would it be if I gave you my real name?
Of course.
And then really low and closer to his real accent, but not quite, he'll go, and keep in mind I'm an agent of the vein.
You see fear wash over his face.
And I go, here to investigate some suspicious goings on.
He says, "You sure you want to be introduced, sir?"
Do you not blow my cover, or there will be consequences?
Oh, okay.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, just introduce me as the Lucky Stag.
Lucky Stag. Lucky Stag.
The
The
Lucky
Lucky
Stag.
Stag. Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay, I got this.
I pat him on the back. You're doing fantastic.
Thank you. I would like to one day maybe join or trials for the vein. Whatever's available. No pressure, no pressure.
Lochlan just kind of under his breath. Do well, we'll see.
You see him stand forward, and he looks to you, and then he says, pulls out some components, and he looks at you as a ready,
Lochlan nods.
opens the door, and immediately casts pyrotechnics.
Sick.
Filling the room above you, this beautiful stag parades around. Now introducing the Lucky Stag.
As he does that, I'll cast light, onto him, like behind his head, so like a greenish
Glow.
corona
Oh
glows
my
from
God.
behind him as I
enter.
walk in, and I ham it up. Lachlan just relishes in just tries to gather as much attention as humanly possible
As
off of that.
you come in, you hear a multitude of laughs, much grander than Sir Angus's. And you hear in the distance a laughter, a very familiar laughter of your uncle all the way up here. You just see him folding over ear to ear,
Dying
just
laughing.
laughing his
And
ass off.
When I notice that, I double down. I ham it up even more, like bowing, and then instead of like bowing too deep, probably like super dramatic, like a stage bow. But then instead of just rising up normally, he like kicks the horns, stag like prancing, and then he'll just make his way into the room.
As you step in, you see all the festivities. The song is now ending, and they pick up another song as the dance continues. You look through and you quickly identify Sir Angus pointing at his ticket and looking at the guards who are telling him no. As you move into this room, you see the food is still fresh, like it's towards the beginning of the masquerade night. At the end of this bard's song, not more than a few minutes go by, when there is silence, the tree itself turns red as the caller again closes the doors, steps forward, and says, "Honored guests of the Masquerade of Delore, please welcome His Majesty King Rexeed Ilandra." And you hear the bards go, he steps forward. "Welcome all to my beautiful home. It has been a long day of Delore. The season of pain, honoring those who we've loved and lost. You, the chosen few of Redelms, heralds of your districts, warriors of your people, have been brought here in honor of unity. Please enjoy the festivities. Indulge in these passions. We are Redelms. Do not forget those that we have lost. And the reason that we are still here is to survive another day." He raises up and magically conjures a glass, and everybody around receives a glass magically in their hands.
Your ticket.
Lochlan like just puts his hand out, like knowingly,
Yeah.
so it snaps into position.
And everyone raises their glass to cheers the king. Now to the kingdom of Redelms, let the masquerade last long, be merry, and ever fortuitous. Long, deep drink.
Lochlan, everyone has like champagne or something in their glass as well. Lachlan's gonna cheers it, and somewhat quietly, when everyone else is like, very under his breath, to himself, as the raucous of the big room cheers goes on, he'll cheers as well, but he says the word for liar in Sylvan as he sips.
You see the king lower his glass. "Thank you for your oath to the longevity of our kingdom. kingdom which I was burdened to strike up, making a home out of this savage land. We will move forward in bringing peace and continuing this peace. He points through the crowd to Kozan, dressed guests that look like dragons, our newest citizens to our oldest founders. We are but one nation under the crown here in Shiari. Please make yourselves at home and try not to make too much of a mess. Huge eruptor of laughter, like it's the greatest thing anyone's ever heard. He just like nods modestly, like, oh, I know. Let the merriment continue. As he steps away, he nods over to Lars, to Orlin, who deeply bows to the king and follows behind him as they move down that door.
This one?
Mm-hmm. These guards, as the music begins again, now look at you, smile, and then they go to each door.
During that whole thing, did Lochlan get the impression that the frail old man thing is an act?
I'll let you give me an insight check.
Can I do that too, since I was like closer to his face?
You can give me an insight check.
King's kind of a freak.
Yeah, dude.
Freak? What makes you say that?
A little freaky.
What's he talking
A little
about?
freaky deaky.
How many rerolls does the luck blade give me?
You have 2.
Oh yeah. That's a 1. We'll just bin that one. We'll just bin that one. That doesn't seem important. This doesn't seem important.
Yeah, I only got a 9.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Maybe he is kind of old.
You, even though you're part of the Vane, have never personally seen the king. You've never heard him speak either.
I'm really low in the vein. I technically just stopped
like
being
just
a
joined.
prospect.
You would also know that most members of the Vane are like the CIA, where it's better if the king doesn't know who they are.
Right.
So they're, I wouldn't say hidden in secret. They make it a point to not be known.
So we never get our act, basically. Makes sense.
You have no reason to ever heard of or seen the king. You know his name and that he reigns, but you don't know what he looks like and you don't know what he sounds like. I would say in this moment, with your 10,
Give it a vibe check. You know,
you're a lot less.
Do I like this guy?
You're a lot less intimidated. You're like, this dude? Uncle Rogers? Like, what is going on? Did you try to go up the stairs?
Because they nodded
moved.
yes.
You can now figure out they were just holding that area because the king was
I'm
coming.
like, all right, okay. It wasn't me. It wasn't the ticket. It was the king.
Now that the king leaves, tree goes back to white.
Crazy. I know we're there. There's a lot of people. Is there anyone that I can spot out or looks any type of familiar in the crowd
I'll
or
say
area?
you can give me a perception check.
Oof. Man, not good. That's a 7.
7.
That's a lot of people.
You're kind of lost in the crowd. At the bottom of the stairs is even harder for you because everyone's kind of at your new eye level.
Yeah.
So you're kind of looking at the top of heads, but you can't really. Everyone's wearing a mask.
So the top of head's obscured. The
Yeah.
one part that's obscured.
You can't really see very
That's true. Everyone's wearing masks too. Okay, then I'll at that point, since I can't see, I want to get a better vantage point, so I'll head up and kind of just overlook and see what's up.
If I can try, Lachlan's gonna like ham up, as he's walking by, he'll twirl a dancer away from their partner for a moment, and then he'll ditch them, and then he'll like kiss a wrist or a hand, back of a hand or whatever, and then continue on. And then
fucks.
And then he'll keep making his way, and if he can catch up to Angus, before you get too high up the stairs, he'll make a knowing glance at you and say, "Oh my word, what an uncouth mask! It's delicious."
I would say as you spin people away, you hear murmurs of like, "How dare you?" And they keep dancing.
Yeah,
I declare.
But they're like into it.
They're like, "Oh my god,
how
such
dare,
a lucky
how
stop."
dare you? And then I go,
excuse me?
And I'll just a head jerk down the stairs.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can tell me where you had it made over some punch. Come, and I'll lead you to like go off to the side to roll the light.
I think when you try to pull me away, I'll be like, Lochlan, someone's trying to get real sweet. Yeah, where'd you want to go? Okay, all right, lead the way.
Let's try to get real.
All right, don't forget why we're here.
Right, which is
keep your mask handy. But remember, right now Boogs can't hear us. I assume he can't. I don't know too much about bugbear internals, but
right.
You guys just hear
he didn't eat before he came, did he?
No, I didn't think. I think we just woke up and went. I think he's not a breakfast guy. Wait, what? Do you know where did they take him to the?
He's under lock and key, but I don't know where. For sure, I assumed the holding cells, but I didn't get to go.
You mentally remember where the holding cells are, and they're down that door.
Right. So yeah, I'm assuming if they took him there, it's gonna be through that door where the king went through.
Kind of looking up to see if anyone's like paying attention to our discussion. Lachlan's gonna grab like a cloth napkin and pull out like a little quill and ink sort of dealio, and he'll be like, oh, that's such a fabulous story, Sir Angus. You'll have to reach me on my sending stone. Let me give you the glyphs, and then. But what he draws on there is a very crude layout of this, and then does a big ink splotch at every point he remembers from his uncle's detect thoughts of where guards are posted, and then he'll just palm it to you.
As you guys are laying out this, you guys, it's kind of like a busy theme park where you guys are kind of hovering around one of the stand-up tables, and then guests leave, and you guys immediately flush over
and steal one.
Stuff.
Yeah.
As you guys are starting to mark off, you hear, doom, doom. Now presenting the Honorable Soltaire Butrin. And everyone like claps as this is Gorgon, the very beautiful masks, their snake hair coming out very ornately as they kind of like swiftly move down. A few moments pass, doom, doom. Now presenting, and there's a flurry of people as they come through, as lavish as your entrances were. This is kind of the Grammys for everybody.
Yeah, so everyone's trying to grab as much attention. You see druid craft flourish through the air. Magical birds fill the space. Everyone is kind of a spellcaster who's here. So has some level of magic. And this is kind of like the one time to use it.
It's like the Met Gala.
That to say, even though the guard level is at a 4, everyone's focus in this room is on the main entrance. So it's easy for you two to be marking your map. No one's looking at your tape.
Doing our thing, yeah. Enough time has passed for people to lose attention. Okay. So I see that, and obviously I think I matched that to already my photographic memory of the map already. And I keep note of where all the station guards are. Now, we're in here, but how do we get to where we need to get is another question.
So here's what I've got so far. Not much. I'm gonna do the rounds and see. I have some ideas, all right? I'll see what I can learn. You should do the same. Maybe, they're not many, but perhaps there's someone here you can talk with. Lochlan will very carefully, knowing you're in disguise self-spell and having the spell himself and knowing well how it works, Lochlan will carefully pat you on a place where the projection wouldn't be interrupted by him hitting a big minotaur shoulder outside of the body you're embodying. Yeah. So he'll be like,
it's slightly above your lower back. Kind of centrally. People around you go, oh.
Yeah, go ahead. And hamming the character up even more, Lochlan will lean in and be like, well, perhaps I'll be seeing you later, and then give him a kiss on the cheek. And then
his fake cheek, which is
yeah, exactly. It's basically right in your chest, and then Loch will that counts as you getting bardic inspiration. So you have bardic for the next 10 minutes.
As you're leaving, you see a gnarled warrior in a knighthood, very ornate. Armor is very decorative, not very functional. Nara is like a very small reptilian frog-like person. They look at you and they go, "Damn it!" and they walk away.
Lochlan just throws him aside and goes, "The night is young," and then continues on.
You see him kind of kipper up as they leave. Where would you guys like to go?
So I want to go up and slowly kind of mosey over and try to strike conversation with
now with a drink in your hand, you kind of just, where would you like to go? This door, the guards are looking out this way. This door, you know that the king and your uncle went that way. you guys have the map that the altar and the garden is on this side, as well as the floor that you broke into.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and that's and then so the holding cells on the other
side.
and the transmutation room over here.
Correct. The arcane workshop.
All right, Lachlan's just going to go down into the floor. I have some stuff in mind, but I want to see what happens here with with young Angus.
We'll let you be lit up by the tree. This is the first time you've been inside the castle. First time you've seen this beautiful crystal chandelier tree that's lighting up this whole room.
It's beautiful.
At the top of the stairs, as he was coming up, before he started calling you over, you realize there's people at a table eating and drinking, of which you don't recognize anybody, but what you do see is someone in a wheelchair, which you know immediately, oh, we built those in Hakanse. And you see the ornate emblems on that wheelchair to be from the Foden Academy.
Yeah.
The person in the chair, don't recognize. They're masked up, but you know for sure that chair is from Foden.
Okay, got it.
I would even say you might have worked on it.
Okay.
You recognize that chair.
Interesting.
So I work my way over to the table and I, have my glass and I just replace it with a ticket and bow.
As you go in, none of them look up at you. They're in the middle of a very heated, passive-aggressive argument.
Ooh, about what?
Ooh, maybe you can jump in and actually them.
As you listen to them, you hear the woman in the wheelchair. Well, it's not quite if it's needed by you. It's needed by the people. The people need this rail to unify and connect everybody. You hear someone who is holding a large tomb. That's like more of like a show-offy, commemorative Lithenian Academy tome. Well, let's see, it's not... we don't really interest ourselves with the need of your kind. It's not what's good for all people. It's good for the leadership.
And what are they?
You immediately recognize the woman in the wheelchair is very dressed, very academic, like a scholar, like a decorated scholar.
Yes.
She's very clearly representing the Foden Academy. You can imagine she's probably the only Foden Academy representative here. Around the table are what look to be very rich, very overly accessorized people.
Yes.
Not least of which is the one holding a large staff and a huge tome book that says in very ornate gold lettering, Lithenian Academy on the side.
Of course.
You know the Lithenian Academy as the not-so-friendly rival of the Foden Academy. This is kind of like the crown jewel school of the castle itself, located here in the Aleva district. It's less earned to get in and more nepotismed to get in. And as this argument goes on, you see a scoff. Well, it's not quite yours to say, is it? I'm sorry, Myrna, but I think you're out of place, aren't we? As you see, like, biting of her tongue, this woman called Myrna angrily says, well, thankfully, it's not up to you either. You see, Esmer, it's already been approved. And the rail can end here, or it can end in Crimson. It does not need to get to Aleva.
Oh.
And you're just kind of like chilling with your ticket.
Yeah. Oh. Howdy. Well, so who does make these decisions? Who's the shot caller of this railroad that you speak of?
As you butt into their conversation, they all kind of look at you and say, oh. The man standing with like silverly, like platinum white hair. Quite rude to interrupt, don't you think?
Well, my manners. I'm Sir Angus.
You can put your ticket away, so we're not going to check you for your admission.
It's just been helpful so far, but you're probably right.
They look at you and he looks at you up and down. He says, first time.
It's I just it's hard for me to get outside when I'm not thinking about technology.
I see. You have interest in technology, and you see Myrna kind of look up to you, kind of dumbfounded, like, who the is this guy?
And then so I look at I look at the wheelchair, and how are you liking that chair?
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. See, much like the rail, this is a tool that people like me need to make living in this place feasible.
And then can I want to take a closer look and really verify if it's something that I personally like worked on, because I feel like if I did something, I know my craftsmanship.
I would say you immediately look for the mark on the back, and you recognize 2 little horns that you put with a yam in the center.
Well, if I do declare, you see that marking in the back right here, the little horns and the yams.
She cuts you off, and she says, yes, that's actually made by a good friend of the teacher's.
Oh, you mean one of them being
Brighthorn. Do you know Brighthorn?
Do I? Now, Brighthorn is the brightest horn I've ever met, and he comes from a place where he believes will serve both leadership and the people. Have you heard of a place called Red Horn? It's where the horn meets the junction. It
Just goes to the wholesale space.
There's many more of him in that place. And if you like what he created in that, just imagine what him and his students can do for this railroad.
Interesting.
Now, and then I'll, what can I do? I want to show him a map,
A layout of the rail.
layout of, I want to show him,
Show them the one you showed Zero.
what can I
Package
do?
it with one of your pies.
But I'll just, like on the table, just imagine,
A little magical tinkering.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of like map out and like, but imagine if that just went through here and connected, and possibly can connect to further places. Now, if it went around there, you'd be missing so many of Brighthorn's brightest students and his technology. Also, I heard they had the best yams in the country.
You see him like not be able to hide away, like a almost like a mocking smile. Oh, yams! Wow. So you're saying that with these lines, the whole nation will be able to access each other.
As well as have a resource of just unlimited knowledge and craft and skill. Again, led by, as you know, Brighthorn.
The Chancellor's Hall, leadership of this great kingdom, as you well know, pride ourselves in the direction that we drive forward, the kingdom. If people can lead themselves, they become weary, weakened by all the decision and power that they are given. By keeping the districts in balance, not separated, but tuned to their strengths, we maintain that balance. The Chancellor's Hall has representation from all over the kingdom.
Yeah.
You see, what is the use of scarcity if everyone can travel down the rail to get whatever they need? How do we encourage the progression of our people if they can easily get up and leave their homestead behind for greener pastures or the pleasures of Alcancé?
I mean, that's.
He almost asks rhetorically.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but just imagine that there's so much out there that that the people can experience, right? Things that you've never experienced before, and utilize, selfishly sometimes, right? Because this technology that could be available to us could be right there, but also be missed if we make a small left turn or right turn or small swerve around the place.
I see. So if the rest of the world gets connected, you are inferring that we will be cut off?
Not at all. If anything, that'll improve where you first began. I mean, you must know that this is very advantageous for you when you have more resources and can advance yourself even further. Because, I mean, if you are starting from a further point and can only get further, I think that's just all advantages for you.
He looks at you annoyed now, and he looks over to his friend from the Lithuanian Academy, and he looks down at Myrna, and then back at you with disdain. You see, not all of us need aid or help to get around or to progress. Those of us who are called to lead, burdened by righteousness, do not need such tools. You're asking us to willingly enforce a handicap to the people of Redelms. I'm sorry, but as far as my friend here and I, we will spread word to the Chancellor Hall. This may be a poison, something we should eradicate.
Perhaps, but I'm sorry. Remind me your names again?
The Lithuanian Academy says, I am Scholar Esma Kari. The other one, the man you've been talking to, brightens up, and you see now that he's an Elandra, very, very fey long ears. As he says this, his like silvery hair kind of ripples magically. I am Gabrit Fey. I'm sure you've heard of my family.
I sure have.
He goes over and puts his hand very condescendingly on yours, where your ticket is. Just don't worry yourself about the future of this kingdom. It is in good hands. Just enjoy the festivities. Who knows when will be the next time you get to enjoy the masquerade. Esma, she like smiles and blushes, and they walk away towards the fireplace. You look over and Myrna is like under her breath, like, fucking assholes, pieces of shit. Swear to God. If I was in here, I'm fucking
assholes, piece of shit. I think so too. I think they should, if it's just a quick kick from the behind off of these stairs, I think that
she looks at you kind of like, how do you know
I'm sorry.
Brightmore?
Let me, I spent a lot of time in Alcancé from the regions. I studied actually in the institute up there. So now Brighthorn was he's a very smart man with the tinkering. Now are you from Foden? Are you?
I was raised outside of the academy on the drifting streets. My father was a smith, and he built tools for the academy, and they graciously gave me an internship. I wasn't able to pass my tests to get in, but very good at diplomatic affairs, despite what you may have seen not too long ago.
Let me tell you, man, there's smarts everywhere, and people have different smarts. You definitely probably have a better diplomacy than I do. Can I let you in on a little secret?
Yes.
So, I'm actually Brighthorn.
You hear her say, what the fuck?
I mean, you understand how I'm here under an alias.
She's looking at you like, why the fuck are you here?
But just know that, I'm just trying to represent, and I see you. And I appreciate you.
Okay.
And you keep doing what you're doing.
Why would they not tell me that it's another Foden representative who's going to be here?
It was a surprise thing. I was just, near.
Okay.
And,
you just ruined my whole negotiation with the chancellors?
I mean, how close, was it close? How close was it?
I was pretty close to cutting a deal for them to sponsor one of the trains.
Where, though?
They were going to offer, I was going to make them a lot of money.
Is that the way? Is that what they're interested in?
Well, apparently not.
So not money is what they want.
I was trying to stay away from the interconnectedness of the cities. They don't like that.
But would money help? Because, we got the best yams in Redhorn. And if just people
You
knew.
see her sigh as we cut away from this. And we go down a hallway into some shackles. You wake up or you attune your focus to hear rattling of chains and a sudden door opening. You hear very aggressive tossing inside of a metal bin next to you. So you hear clank, 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 boom, 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 boom. And as chains get loosened and fall, you're still bound.
Yeah.
These are not your chains, but chains near you. As you hear creaking hinges and a number of swings as a blunt hits over the head and a casting of magical silence, your senses go quiet. For a moment, 2 moments, a long beat of silence until that silence disappears. And you hear, oh man, I'm glad we got him out of here. I mean, you just gotta deal with this weird guy. You hear yourself being alone. Your feet still touching the cold stone underneath you. After a small moment, you see a peak kind of like move the rag off your face, and you see a very young guard terrified to look at your face and then it brings it down.
In that in that moment where I get a peek, is he alone? Are we alone in this room?
Immediately, you open it up and you see a small table, wooden table, weapons along one of the walls. You see manacles and sets of shackles also next to those weapons. And you see a sarcophagus left open next to you, fully empty. He is the only person in this room.
All right.
Let's do it.
Well, then as soon as he does this, I take this all in. I train my eye on him. I say, hello. And then I'm gonna...
He puts it down.
I'm gonna manifest my arms.
Yes.
Manifest my arms. He has to make a saving throw.
Oh no!
Sorry, Chucky.
Dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
That's a natural one.
Oh, yes.
That's going to be 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
I will then make 2 attacks.
All right, go ahead.
Do I have any advantage for first?
You would have disadvantage because you can't see. The bag's still over your head.
Oof. Okay. Well, with disadvantage, that's I think a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits. For sure, that hits.
I get surprise damage because I'm a bugbear. Ooh, nice. 8 plus 6, 14 plus 1, 15 plus 4, 19 points of damage.
He goes down.
Perfect.
You see him just lifelessly plop on the floor.
Okay.
Your spectral hand's still out.
I won't kill him. I will just knock him unconscious.
Whoa, that's called
You just hear,
progress.
oh,
That's
geez.
character development.
You hear, oh, geez. And he falls over.
Perfect. All right.
You take your hood off and he's just like laying like.
Perfect. I'll rip the hood off. I'm gonna see if I can brute force the shackles.
On your feet?
Yeah, or like I guess connecting my neck.
I'll say all the shackles, you're going to get a strength check. Give me a DC 16 strength check.
Because I have my arms, I can use my wisdom.
Okay.
But just pure wisdom, right? Not athletics?
Correct.
Okay. That's pretty good. That's a 22.
Easily. You manage to unhinge and rip through the hinge. The shackles both on your neck and your legs. You are fully free.
Perfect. I'm going to look around. Are there other cells nearby that have shackles?
There are shackles hanging. You're like one of 3 posts where they like incarcerate people.
Okay.
There's no bars. It's just points to like latch the shackles off.
I
Because
get
there's
you.
weapons in here, right? It's like
Correct.
It's
It's like a makeshift
like security's
prison.
office.
It's not a prison. It's a holding cell. It's like a holding area.
First, I'm going to pat him down, see if he has any keys, any other belongings. I'm going to disarm him of any weapons.
Yeah, he has a small dagger and a couple clubs. Nothing important. He's like a peon. He's a Chucky, so he's got not much.
Does he have any keys?
He does have keys to this room.
Okay. All right.
It's not a set of keys. It's a key.
key. Got it. Well, I'll still pocket that. I'm going to go drag him over. I'm going to shackle him up in some shackles.
Nice.
So that he's restrained. I'll also rip some cloth and gag him. So
Okay.
if he wakes up, he can't. And I'll tie it off.
Okay.
Speaking of pockets,
And I'm going to get in the corner and go to work.
You like stare at him. As he's hanging there, he slowly comes to and sees you in the corner squatting.
I'm just locked eyes.
Tears just start blowing out his
Just
face.
weeping openly. I mean, what would you do, right? Like,
Yeah, oh god.
why are you making me watch this?
Secret pocket is empty.
All right. I get all my gear on, which means that I have the arms, even if the astral
Correct. You put your soul catching arms on.
disappears. Okay, great.
You have your mask, so you can communicate now.
Yeah.
I'm in.
You as well here.
I'm in.
I've been
With
waiting
that-
for that for so many episodes.
With that, we'll cut back to by the tree. What would Loch be doing?
Loch's going to be sweeping just to see if there's anyone that he can pick out who's not masqueraded well enough for him to not recognize. Someone he would recognize even if they're masqueraded.
Right.
But he is looking for one person in particular, and if he doesn't see someone he thinks is them, he would try a funny little trick with his vein communicator.
Okay.
But Lochlan suspects, especially considering he had his uncle add him to the guest list.
Uh-huh.
He's not the only vein agent here.
Mm.
Certainly, since the vein agents, like you're said, are like CIA, from a intelligence gathering perspective, there
Yes.
should be plenty of them here.
Yes.
Learning what they can learn from whoever they can learn it from. So he's going to keep an eye out for / try to reach on his little vein communicator sending stone, his rival from the first session.
Beautiful.
He's going to look for Elaine.
Let me see. Perception check, please.
He nervously thumbs the pommel on the hilt of the luck blade as he takes one of the rerolls.
Oh.
That'll do. 19.
With a 19, you're sure of two things. There has to be some vein agents here, but you're also positive that you don't see Elaine. Who you do see is the crowd spreading and splitting as a very beautiful, elegantly dressed princess walks through the ballroom floor towards the steps, politely declining offers to dance. Princess Morrigan. She walks through, smiling at everybody. With your perception check, her eyes meet yours. She smiles very lovingly, lingers for a little bit.
Lochlan bows a little extra deep. And since she nodded, he's just going to come over to her wordlessly.
You can match her stride as she moves towards the stairs.
Your Grace.
Lucky Stag, is it?
The lucky stag, one would say.
Pleasure.
Especially if I may escort such an ethereal beauty as yourself
Oh,
up the stairs. And he'll put one foot on the stair and then offer a hand so that she has something to lean on the way up.
very delicately, very lovely. Take your hand as she walks up. Thank you.
He walks carefully, supportive, but he's very cautious, paying attention to the hierarchy of things to be at least a half step behind
Yeah.
her.
Her dress is like the finest material you've ever seen. It's very like, almost like Met Gala, like ornate.
Super sequins.
Dude, it's like
Yeah.
she's covered very well, but the skin you do see is like very well presented, almost like marble porcelain. You know what I'm saying? Like it's framing very well.
She got
As
that,
she flows through, it
she
doesn't
got that
move.
Fenty flush going on,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So,
She's an Eladris. She's decorated with a little crown. She moves up to the top of the stairs. To whom do we owe the gratitude of allowing the lucky stag to grace us with his presence?
the grace of presence is yours. I am but a humble servant, simply here to entertain, to dance and prance and show my horns.
You do that very well.
You flatter me. And Lucky will take a big, deep bow.
She like chuckles as she starts to head down to this door.
Oh, he's going to continue to follow.
You just follow her?
Yep.
The guard looks at you kind of suspiciously, but she nods away like, it's okay.
Lucky gives him one of these with the eyes.
He opens the door for her
Bro, don't kill the vibe.
and you follow her through.
Wonderful.
As you leave the area, you hear I'm in. You knowing the map, know that beyond this door is the armory. Most likely where they hold that they hold people.
Which is here. This is also a bookshelf. Never mind. Or
Yeah, it's bookshelf.
But it could be a secret door.
oh no!
In front of everybody, he just opens the secret. Oh shit! Let's go party in the annex.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Did we miss the champagne?
I'm gonna excuse myself. I'm sorry, literally for everything. I think I messed everything up. I'll be right back, and I'll kind of walk away.
She looks at you and under her breath, she's like, "You just fucking ruined it, man."
I know. I'm sorry, yams. And then, God,
Yams.
God,
Oh,
damn it.
it.
Then I want to relay. All right. Well, I'm on the other side. I can try to go through. Give me a second.
D'accord. I have a guard here that I managed to shackle and gag. I'm going to see if I can get some information.
Nice.
Find out where they took our mans.
Shout out to my mans.
Yeah, and then I'll try to proceed and talk to this guard.
Okay, you approach him. He kind of nods at you, expectingly, like waiting for you to say something. If you want food, they'll bring it out to you, sir.
Oh no, actually, I was. I know there's the education center here.
Oh
right?
yeah, I'm sorry. He opens the door. We're gonna pick up with the princess. As you walk through the doors, you follow Princess Morgan, the archway leading to a garden to your right, a closed door to your left, and at the very end, these beautiful ornate stained glass windows with a large altar to whom you don't recognize. But there's a beautiful memorial altar at the end of this hallway. She continues walking, assuming you're following her.
I do.
She walks right into the garden. There's a lot of exotic plant life here, and right up to a beautiful flowing waterfall. It's very dimly lit here, and it's like very romantically lit, so there's like little pockets of darkness here and there. Above you is a starry sky. So it's like one of those cool indoor like greenhouses that have like a glass ceiling, so you can see the night sky above you. You see clouds, and you can't help but think that the manor is like somewhere right beyond these clouds. Obviously, you keep that to yourself. But she's walking through, and she kind of stops in front of the waterfall and turns to you. So, of all the powerful and notoriety, what is your affiliation, Lucky Stag?
Lucky continues to kind of try to dance around the question in general and just also like any attempt at serious conversation and tries to stay playful. And he says, "Oh, well, but of course my affiliation is, as all in these lands, to the crown. And of course, the Yolandra family."
Of course. Pride yourself as a loyal subject?
I should hope that only the most loyal subjects would be in attendance on such a gala event.
You'd be surprised.
And Lochlan, for as a two-pronged thing, he always stays about at least a half step behind her, if not a full step, is showing deference, but also just checking to make sure. Because as we're walking in here, does it appear like we're the only two in the garden?
Give me a perception check.
And also, just as a thing of memory, I know we didn't see that area a lot, but did Lochlan see the guard let anyone else in there before she? 16 on the perception.
You haven't noticed anybody else come through this door. What was your total?
16 was the
16. As you walk through, you quickly scan. You see a doorway on the side, a little table on the side, I mean. You see a little window next to a large, like very flourishing red elm tree. And other than that, you're the only two in this area.
Lochlan starts to get a little sketched, and he doesn't want to be too far away from the rest of the group. So he will, he's going to double back and start heading back out through the arch of the garden. And he'll be like, "My lady, perhaps you could tell me, I'm but, as you said, a humble subject with nothing too interesting besides, of course, my beautiful countenance. But perhaps you could regale me with some stories of who this magnificent remembrance has been carved for. Surely there's some story here that not every humble servant such as myself would be able to hear on most occasions." And he's gonna walk out the arch and start being.
As you walk out the arch, you see her smile at you, and then you see her walk over to the window facing you.
Oh, that's it. Okay, well then I'll
And then
cautiously
she's like,
go join her there.
as she goes over to you, to the red elm tree, one of many that are native to this plane, as the namesake of the kingdom, Red Elms. She looks through the archway over to the ornate memorial statue or altar. "That is my great-grandmother, Versar, as we bear the same namesake for the castle here, our home. She was a chosen Itandu in her time, servant of Shiori. She was cursed with a sickness for having opened all the gates to allow the pilgrimage to continue. I never knew her. She passed much before my time, but my mother recounts stories of her loving ways.
'Tis truly incredible. I had heard, perhaps they're just stories, but that Itandu cannot be killed. They are immortal.
I don't know if that is true. I know that there are certain ways that Itandu perish. As is my great-grandmother's fate. As she says this, you notice like pain in her voice. She moves away from the statue and over to the tree. And she's like, her eyes are just fixated on the tree. This red elm tree has small fruit that are hanging from it. Very similar in shape to what you recognize the artifact to look like. But these have a very soft, like dark purpley, fleshy
Okay.
fruit.
But the artifact clearly is made in their image, it seems.
Correct.
Okay.
She plucks one and she kind of holds it dearly. So many things that we are charged to do. A life that I didn't really choose, you know?
Lochlan's quiet for a second, because this is a weird thing to say to a stranger out of nowhere. Even in the context of potential anonymity, because she doesn't have it.
No.
Right? Like, obviously everyone here
She's got
knows
a
who she
mask,
is.
but we
Yeah,
all
but
know who
obviously
she
we all know
is.
who she is. Yes, she has access to back here, so it's a weird thing to tell a person you don't necessarily know. It would be a weird thing to tell a person you don't know this sort of stuff, unless maybe you did know who they were. So he starts to get a little suspicious. Let's see if Lochlan can pull shit off a second time. Yeah, you know what? That's what we're doing. Lochlan adjusts his masquerade mask and says, "Tell me more." Cast detect thoughts.
Okay.
Trying the same exact trick to hide it. Do you want to slide it in again?
Yes.
Well, I'm just doing the over
The normal.
the surface level for now. 16 again. Exactly the same as last time.
As you say this, she notices and you see the surface thoughts are, I wonder if he'll eat this with me. You see a scanning of like, not worry, but just like annoyance. It's almost like she's wasting her time.
Oh.
You see her eyes widen and she takes a step away from you in this dimly lit garden. As she realizes you do something, she smiles and says, "You can just ask me anything you like."
My deepest apologies.
She keeps moving away.
One can never be too careful. Lochlan makes no attempt to pursue and stays right where he's at. One can never be too careful in a place such as this. As you said, often our duties begin to carry us to places we didn't foresee.
You don't seem like the kind that would lose sight of things so easily. And with that, she slips into darkness and you can no longer find her.
Oh. All right. So just gone.
There's very dimly lit around the points of interest, but the corners are dark.
Okay.
After a quick moment, you hear some rustling.
Lochlan doesn't make any moves at first. Considers his options. Part of his young buck nature wants to believe that this is some kind of playful prelude to some kinky shit, but at the same time, he knows why he's here, and he knows that he knows he's known to the people he's trying to prevent do stuff, right? So he's not really willing to play it that dangerous.
Yeah.
So since we just discussed it, and he's already been caught using magic, I'm just gonna try in one smooth motion to pull the scroll of Misty Step and then Misty Step 30 feet toward the door.
So as you go to use it, before you act, she shoots at you.
What?
First attack. Does a 18 hit?
It would if I didn't cast shield.
Perfect. Second attack.
Fitting.
23.
Will not hit because I cast shield on the first attack.
Okay. What's your AC?
It is. No, I'm sorry. It will exactly hit. It's 23.
That's
it.
So you take not very much, but she will cast Hunter's Mark on you for that hit as part of her innate reserve ability.
Yeah.
That's 11.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a con save.
Oh, why the con save?
I'm assuming they're poisoned. Oh, that's not gonna do it. 6.
That
7.
fails. An arrow flies in and hits right between your armor and your mask, right here in your neck. You feel your body get bruised. As you take 11 points of damage, you feel your body start to fight paralysis. I'm not fully paralyzed yet. As she draws again, she reveals herself to be the guard.
Oh man.
Coming out now, shooting again.
Does Missy stuff go off or no?
Not yet. At the end of this, her turn, she goes first.
Okay.
20, what's 16 plus 7?
20.
23.
Alright.
Yeah.
Again.
Give me another con save.
Does not do it.
With that, you manage to get off the spell scroll. I'll say with the rest of your turn, you still have movement. At the end of this turn, you will become paralyzed.
Alright, well, as his parting shot, then Lochlan's going to, as he tries to stumble toward the door, cast Enemies Abound on the gardener.
Okay?
It is mind affecting, but it's crucially not a charming effect.
That's a 4.
That doesn't mean intelligence.
No, it's
So, you're reaching the mind of one creature, you can see and force it. A creature fails it. The target loses the ability to distinguish from a friend from foe regarding all creatures it can see as enemies until the spell ends.
Okay.
Each time the target takes damage, you can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself on success. And whenever the affected creature chooses another creature as a target, it must choose the target at random from among the creatures it can see within the range of the attack spell or ability it's using. If an enemy provokes an opportunity attack from the affected creature, it must make the attack if it has the ability.
As you sprint forward, stumble forward, you see the gardener leave the garden, slowly walking towards you. As you turn to see them put a mask on, covering the princess's face. It's the same face we saw in Dom's that warehouse. As you're falling unconscious, unknowingly to both of you, you see someone come out of invisibility. Your dear friend Elaine.
Oh. What?
As she turns and stabs Elaine in the chest. Twice.
Oh.
Because of the spell. Oh
Oh no!
She's surprised. That's a crit. Okay. And then you see Elaine drop as well as you lose consciousness. As you see your co-vein member fall lifeless at the feet of the gardener. She slowly approaches you, and you see as she uses one of her ascending stones. She says, I have the sacrifice. And you go unconscious. As you feel your consciousness fade, Lochlan, you feel the artifact take strength, kind of bolster you up. Like your life, as you become lifeless, you feel yourself being raised up by this. And almost like the roots of a tree, you feel connected to all the others brought to this before you. You see faces you've never recognized, spanning back years and years and years. You're one of a multitude of souls that have been forced into this artifact. And what you hear from all their voices is fear.
That's the reason they've all been sacrificed as well.
You hear, as they look to you, a warmth of hope. As you see 2 spots next to you, empty. You know they're assigned, and you know who they're assigned to. But just as you fill your spot, you see the other 2 spots are empty.
Right.
You feel the strength come to you. And in that strength, you feel what the effects of a death are.
Oh, okay.
You're still unconscious,
right,
but your attunement to this has activated that way. As you drift off, you go, sir. Picking up from there, you see Pak walk through the opening doors to that hallway. You see a huge light up orb. It looks like a huge ball that's floating in the air, and a crowd of people kind of surrounding it, staring at the orb. To your right, you see waiters moving in and out quickly out of the kitchen on the south side. You see a stone fortified wall on your left. At the very end, you see another stone fortified wall past the orb. The education is down this way if you like to learn the features of the castle, the history of Redelms, and the contributions of the Alondra family.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, is that just that little big old...
You just go down there. Every play is like every 20 minutes. So I'm sure if you wait a little bit, it'll show you what's going on.
Sounds good. Yeah, let me just, I'll just pop right in there. Thank you, sir.
Don't forget your glass.
Oh, thank you.
He closes the door behind you.
Got it. Knowing that to my left is the holding cells.
Correct.
And the kitchen's to my right, so I know people are swinging by. I do want to investigate the door on the left and kind of just see if it's unlocked, to see if I can like go in or out.
Okay. As you go up to it, you try it. You hear that it's locked. Immediately, you hear the door jiggling as you're looking and you're facing off.
I communicate through my mask.
Hold on, someone's trying to get into the prison.
Oh, that's me. Are you? Hold on. Tell me if you hear this. And I do a knock. Did you hear that?
Wait.
Oh, can you unlock it from your side?
I have the key, but do you want to try to slip in now, or?
I mean, the hallway's empty, but we're across the kitchen on the other side, so people are coming in and out.
Let me know when it's clear.
Oh God, what do I do? Let me figure out how to sneak you out.
Hold on. I want to interrogate this guard inside first.
Okay, I'll let me scout outside real quick. Can I go check the kitchen? Just pop my head in, see if it's busy.
As you pop your head in, you see people like every station is manned and they're bringing platters of food out past you. It's like still the beginning of the Masquerade, so it's still kind of rush hour. So they're just completely ignoring you, almost rudely being like, get the fuck out of the way as they rush past you.
My apologies. And I try to move out of the way, but I
Pull
also...
out your ticket.
Yeah. But I want to look to see if there's any like crates, empty crates from them unloading stuff and all the prep.
Yeah, there's like empty wooden crates on the side where they would carry produce and shit like that.
Yeah. And then it's because I have an idea. Hey, and I want to message Boogs. Boogs, what? How big of a box do you need to fit in?
Small, something that a halfling or a gnome could fit inside.
How about like a box of cabbages? Perfect. And then I'll just mosey on down through the kitchen. I'm like, oh, excuse me, what, behind? And then just and let me get these out of your way. And I'm gonna grab one of the crates.
Yeah.
Trying to bring it out, and then I want to drop it next to the door. By myself.
Try you oldie sneak him in a box again.
Yeah, good old what are you again?
Bugbear.
Bugbear in a box. Technique. Bug a box. All right. I think I got something you can hide in when we get out. But how long are you gonna take in there?
Not long.
Oh, it's it.
You see the Chucky gagged, chained, and looking at you, terrified.
Now listen. This can go very quickly.
Your spectral sleeves.
This can go very slowly. So, I'm going to ask you some questions, and you're going to answer them. And if you give me an answer that I like, then I will let you be. But if not, I'm going to tear you apart, piece by piece, limb by limb. And I don't mean an arm or leg. I mean one finger at a time, one toe at a time, one tooth at a time. Now, I'm going to take this gag out. And if you scream, I'm going to start with your tongue. Do you understand?
You hear the loudest gulp.
I take the gag out.
Now, Chucky, tell me, has anyone else been held in these holding cells in the past day?
He looks at the coffin, the sarcophagus.
Who was in there? What was in there? Answer, Chucky.
I grab one of his fingers and just start to like bend it back a little bit.
It was the Yatandu. Yatandu was there.
How long ago was he moved?
I don't know. I just started like 30 minutes ago.
When was the last time that you saw him?
Like, I don't know, like 10 minutes before you left.
Good, Chucky. Where did they take him?
They took him to the workshop.
Where is the workshop? Is it in this vicinity?
Yeah, it's over there. I don't never go in there. I'm not allowed in there.
Very good, Chucky. Now, was there anyone else in here at all?
You just hear as a trickle of puddle.
No.
Focus, Chucky.
I bend his finger a little bit harder.
The general was here, and there was other guards, but all the guards are at stations, and I was the only one here, and he told me to watch an eye on you, and they told me that you were safe.
No other prisoners, though? A hobgoblin or a minotaur?
Not that I've seen.
I'd like to do an insight check just to double check.
I'll say you have advantage because he's pissing himself. You have pissing advantage.
Nice.
Not that great though. Unfortunately, only a 12.
You can tell that this person is way too scared to lie to you right now.
All right. Very good, Chucky. Now, I don't know exactly what is going to happen when we hit the castle. Perhaps you will be able to escape. I don't know. Good luck.
And I knock him out.
No, wait, no. You just see him like hanging from
I
the
gag him again, and then I go over to the door. I'll unlock it, and I'll communicate to Pak.
All right. I think I got what information I need. He said they took him to some workshop. He gestured further down, I believe, in this area.
All right.
with the door open.
Yeah.
You guys see.
I haven't opened the door. I'm just at the door.
Oh, you haven't opened the door.
I just unlocked it, and I'm just talking
Mm.
on the other side because I don't want to just open it when.
Well, you
people
might
are
not
coming
need
through.
you have your mask and your arms now, so you might not need to hide as much.
True. I think I'm still pretty conspicuous. I'm gonna
Someone
also. I'm gonna.
Wow, great Scarlet Demon cosplay.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna
He's like
ask.
the other one at Comic-Con.
Also, Lochlan, where is your location?
He's on
doesn't
no
respond.
response.
Hey, Loch, yeah, you good on your side?
No response.
Where did you last see him?
He went the opposite side.
I think it's time.
Time for what?
Boom.
As you say that, you're still in the hallway.
Yeah.
You hear the door open.
Yeah.
And through the doorway, you see a guard with Lochlan draped over one shoulder. And behind them is the princess walking this way. The princess is doing the whole socialite thing where she's not looking down the hallway. She's just aiming down and looking at as the guard and the body of Lochlan moves towards the orb and past you, completely disregarding you.
I found Lochlan. He's knocked out. He's unconscious, and they're taking him down the hall.
You see the princess slowly come down as they close the door. And she stops as she sees you.
Yep. I pick up the crate and I walk straight into the kitchen.
Smart.
Walk into the kitchen.
I'm going to say that she didn't have a confrontation with you at the warehouse.
He's in disguise, dude.
He's in disguise too. So she just looked at you, and then as you walked to the kitchen, she just kept walking past.
Oh God. She looked at me, but I'm in the kitchen now, so don't go out in the hallway.
Copy. Were there any other guards out there?
Did I see only that one guard that was holding?
From where you are, you didn't see any of the guards. You saw the one carrying Lochlan.
Just one holding Lochlan and none in the hallway, but I haven't searched the whole area yet.
I think it's time for us to make our move.
Do we boom boom first and then go, or do we go and then boom boom, or at the same time?
Same time.
Okay. And then
Let's create some chaos. Do it now. We create some distraction. We may be able to get Loch out of there.
Okay. But I think you should hide still. No hide?
No hide.
Okay, let's just do it. And then I'll pull out my my control.
Your ZJI remote control for the drone.
And because I was messing around with it and playing with the console, and I know what buttons to press to shoot the cannons.
As you hit artillery on it in arms, none of you can see this, but you know in your hearts, the banner flies underneath the cloud line, barricading towards the large stained glass windows, arcane cannons out and ready. And all of you hear Boom, boom, boom. A series of 8 loud arcane blasts. The entire castle walls start to shake. Rubble falls down. The guard immediately drops Lochlan, afraid, pulls out his sword. With the impact alone, you come to at his feet.
Oh.
You find yourself at the feet of a guard, the princess staring at you, scrambling to grab something. And then you see a large orb of the education center, and you find yourself close to the foot of the arcane shop.
I look to Pak and I say, showtime.
I'm gonna kick the door open,
Fuck yeah.
run, and I'm just gonna beeline for that guard. I see the princess, but I don't know if she's a threat.
Do I see any of
You
them?
do see this. So now we're gonna do this in passive initiative, okay? So all of you guys can tell me what you guys want to do, and we'll resolve this. Just so we know, it goes Boogs, Lochlan, Pak.
Lochlan screams to Boogs, Gardener! The gardener! And he points.
Oh, nice.
Understood.
Nice.
The gardener! full Naruto stuff.
Immediately, I would go out, movement, dash, step of the wind, I think will be enough to get me to her. And once I get in her face, I'm just gonna start unleashing attacks until she's unconscious.
That's your game plan?
So Lochlan is going to scream, enough is enough! And I'm just gonna go Super Saiyan. I'm gonna bust out.
Oh,
my
shit.
So if you wouldn't mind replacing
Yeah.
with that version of Loch. His hair begins to float up into an ethereal green flame, and then the antlers of his mask are replaced with like
Celestial.
spiritual fairy antlers that
We'll say that
protrude from his
forces
forehead.
enough for you to kip up. You're no longer pro.
All right. So he's gonna do that. The luck blade flashes out into his hand, and he'll do
Oh
the same
my
thing.
God.
Is the princess getting their bow out or anything like
She's
that?
scrambling to get it, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna disarm her.
All right.
And
That's your main goal? Is to
I'm
disarm her?
gonna use all my attack actions.
And once I see Loch get up, I'm going to move into flanking position with him, and I'm going to yell out to him so that he knows.
Flanking position. Do not let her get away.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna scramble too, because I'm gonna see you bust through the door. I'm like, wait, hold your horses. And I wanna, because I wanted to program the manor to kind of constantly move around the castle.
Just barricade.
So it's not easily
Just
targetable.
bombard.
Yes, so do that, and then summon Turkey to become a turret.
Turkey turret.
Protector turret. And then just follow
So
suit.
she goes first, then it goes you, then it goes Lochlan, then it goes Pak.
Yeah, to follow suit, and then eventually do something into the hallway. Maybe. We'll see.
She goes, you see as she's scrambling out, she pulls out a dagger. She tries to throw it at you. That's gonna miss. Lochlan.
18.
That's gonna miss as well. So she misses 2, she throws 2 daggers. You see them have like a thin ichor on them, like a liquid on them, like you noticed before. She misses 2 of them. As soon as she does, she's so frazzled. You rush up behind her. Go ahead, take your attacks. You're trying to disarm. I'm gonna ask you for an athletics.
Yeah.
Oh shit. What were you gonna need to fucking hit?
We gave you those dice. Now they're on our side.
No, I rolled really well on this one.
I silvery barbs whatever she rolled.
It's not an attack.
It's a use of a
Nope.
D20,
It
right?
needs to be attack, it needs to hit.
Attack, ability check, or saving throw.
Resilver barbs for me, please. Sure. We gotta get hit with that attack, I think the trigger.
One reaction, which you take when a creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself succeeds on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw.
It says with an ability check. I thought it was triggering was
Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. I do have to see, I can see them.
Yeah. That's a lot worse.
Alright, first attack is 26. The second one will surely miss. Flurry of blows, 17 to hit.
That's right on the money. So
and
anything over 17
then
hits.
19 plus 7, 26. So
Okay.
3
hits.
Okay, great.
You said athletics, right?
Correct.
17.
It's a 15. With that, she goes to draw another dagger, smack it out of her hand. You see the ichor just kind of like, the liquid kind of like splash around. At this point, the guard turns around and starts trying to swing at you. His ass. That's a 13 to hit. And you see him confused by the constant bombardment of the castle. Your turret is out and about.
At the end of my turn, both of them take 3 radiant damage because they're standing
Nice.
in the
At this point, all the guests in the masquerade yelling scandalously start running out to the grand hall. The doors flare open, and at the end of the hallway, you see a multitude of guards coming towards.
So, with my spectral arm damage and the damage from the gloves of soul catching, which anytime I make a unarmed strike, so all three of these would do that. The total is 41 points of force damage.
41 points?
Yeah.
She goes down.
Yes.
Wow. I rush up.
Flanker, do not let her escape.
You hear this guard scream, "The princess! She needs our help!"
I look at him quickly.
I'd like to see you try.
And then I hit her once, elbow across the ear.
The guard or the princess?
The princess. And then I
All the most biggest flourishes
spinning back fist, take her out, finish her off.
You're trying to take her death saves away.
Well, no, that was they're just describing your attack.
I did describe my attacks.
I was like, okay.
So that's and I'll just make her.
You see her looking at Lochlan
I'll make her unconscious.
as like these blows start to hit her. She finally turns to you as you hit the last blow, and she falls unconscious. You see under her dress her mask come off, the gardener mask, and you realize that this princess was the gardener.
Great. I know I'm out of action economy, but in terms of
You can tell me what you guys
my
want
next
to do.
move and stuff,
It's a group thing.
I would definitely then pick her up, wrap my arm around her neck, and get Loch behind me and use her as a shield and say,
Stay back or she dies.
At the end, as you do that, the guard is going to go focus on you. We're just going to do a contested roll,
okay.
just for the sake of figuring this out.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
What were your queued actions?
It was using the turret, and you're commanding the
turret,
the,
and then
the
just,
manor.
driving out the thing.
21.
Natural 20 plus
Oh,
plus
fuck yes,
My
dude.
boy.
no, not plus 2, plus 6.
How do you want to take out this guard? You pick up the princess with one arm.
What does he do as he
He tries to rush you, point forward with the shield.
Okay, great. I think that as he goes with the shield, I think I stomp down on his foot, and then as he's bending over, I use my knee to push the shield up into the visor of his helm and poof, just hit him in between the eyes and
You just hear,
kill him or knock him out. I don't
and
care.
he falls to his knees, falls over as a pool of blood starts drenching this carpet in the education center. You guys rush to the door.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, I just thought of something. Sorry, you do some stuff.
Oh god.
You want to do anything else, Lochlan?
Yeah, I'll queue up some more stuff. I like seeing Boogs do the hostage thing. I kind of like that plan for escaping, but as far as we know, there's no way out on this side.
Just know the arcane shop is there. And as you wake up, you kind of have a glossy eyes. As your attunement to the artifact was forced, you feel a drawing like you would if a locate creature was active. You feel a drawing to the arcane workshop. As I'm sure you figured that out by now.
Also, Zirin was taken.
You knew that Zirin went down there.
Okay, great.
Do I feel the presence of the other two attuned people?
You don't feel the presence of them right now. You do know that it shows you the direction of them up to 1,000 feet. However, full cover blocks their presence.
I'll just shout for Pak. Pak!
So I want to find out where Lorene is. So I want to message, or just quickly message, Loch. Loch, can you feel where Lorene is? So ask you that, and then while I'm in the hallway,
Puck, I'm right here. I can hear you.
I want to.
Are you still in the prison?
Well, yeah, I was in the hall. I wanted to be on the
You're
hallway.
on the hallway. Because we'll
Do
put
I
you on
have-
this side of the education.
Will I have time to? Oh, then there's no way I can get to where they're at.
What are you trying to do there?
To just close the door and do something.
There's
a wall of guards.
It's not like a little
which is
Scooby-Doo
fine.
thing.
So I'm just
all
gonna,
the king's horses, all the king's men are left with the princess right now.
So I'm gonna do what works. What's been working so far. I'm gonna turn to turkey. Butter them up, and then I'm just gonna cast grease.
I was gonna say.
Butter them up, baby.
I can only pick that much, so I guess.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So I
That'll
guess
slow down anybody coming through.
Yeah. So So I want to do that. Grease, and then follow them through, and just wait for your response.
I know they're near, but I can't feel them yet.
Just lead the way.
I'll shout out to the two of you, or mentally, I guess, with the sending stone in our mask, just to not tip them off.
Ziren is in there. We should go immediately.
I'll make my move to that room.
Who goes first? Let me get a marching order.
I'll go first because I'm
Okay.
closest.
As you approach the doors, the same magic that has covered you in this artifact, as soon as you touch the doors, they fling open.
I think we all get inside.
Let's see if we can bar the doors.
So with that, I'm like, I'm on it, and then I'm gonna cast Arcane Lock on the door.
Fuck.
So when we go in, are there anybody in there that we need to be concerned about?
Yeah, before I lock us in.
Do you guys want to stop in the hallway?
No, let's just go.
As soon as you open the door, what
gauge
you
first.
see is an empty area. You see a workshop table, a coffin on a pedestal, two mysterious-looking orbs that are very fleshy in nature.
Gross.
You see a doorway missing a door. You see a back corner where the statue is, and around the statue is puddles of blood, mounds of flesh, and collections of bones.
What were they doing in there? Never mind. Bar the door.
As you guys walk in there, an overwhelming stench of sulfur and fresh blood fill your nostrils. Arcane walls and runes scattered not only on the walls, but also on the floor. You see that between these two fleshy, almost pedestals, is a altar that's also covered in flesh and bones. Now inside this room, you feel a beacon pulling you through the doorway as you see the first few steps leading downwards. You feel the presence of Loreen, and you feel the presence of Rensron, the other two compatriots in the artifact.
Okay. Can I see them?
You cannot see them.
Also to 11, I'm trying to, every round, I'm going to try to give 11 temp HP
Oh, hell yeah.
with my
Take
with my
that.
boy, with Turkey Boy.
Lachlan's gonna call out to Ziren.
You scream out Ziren.
Ziren!
You hear
While I'm doing that, I'm also gonna lay on hands myself.
Okay, perfect. You hear Lachlan's voice echo through this chamber. Ziren! As you hear echoing back, very faintly in the background. Which only Lochlan could recognize through your studies as very ceremonial fairy ritual chants.
Hearing that, Lachlan's going to get a very hard look in his face and turn toward Boogsran and say, I think I understand you, Boogs. Hard choices. Necessary choices. And then, are you holding the princess, or?
Yeah.
All right. Lachlan's going to stab her 3 times and then disguise himself as
the princess. Yeah, oh my god.
Thought we could ask her some questions, but oh well.
And I just drop her.
Yeah, she's fucking dead.
Holy.
Lachlan just goes, the only question I'd like to know the answer to is, did that hurt?
I'll also rifle through her
shit?
belongings.
You find-
that I can find.
You find 3 vials of poison,
Okay.
which you don't recognize. You find a scabbard with to
A poison
apply the
applier,
poison.
yeah.
You find a quiver to apply the poison. You find no more daggers because she threw them all away. But you do find a longbow
I'll hand it to you.
and a mask, the really cool gardener mask.
I'll take the gardener mask. And there's like a nasty defiled
You might as well take
altar thing
the
over
poison
here.
too.
That's true. Yeah, we'll
You
take the
know,
poison. I'll
Apply
take the
that
poison.
to your sword or something.
True. I want to add extra protection to keep the door closed, and I'll like touch the door as well, and the magical tinkering, and it'll say whoever gets close, it'll on repeat. We have the princess. If you want her to live, keep this door closed.
You hear boom, 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 boom. As you cast that, they hear,
We have the princess. If you want her to live, keep this door closed.
don't you dare touch the princess, you son of a bitch.
Are you from Redhorn?
You mean where the junction means the horn?
Yeah, you from there?
Motherfucker, you sell yams.
Best yams in town.
Boom, 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 boom. Don't hurt the princess.
Keep the door closed.
Boogsran, can you throw it in the pile? Just
Yeah, totally. I'll drag her body over to the pile of like ichor and gore, and I'm just gonna like try to cover her up with it, so that way even if they do get in, they don't realize what's happened, and perhaps we can gain some sort of advantage. I'd like to just quickly take a look around this room and try to figure out like what the this is the purpose of it.
For real. And I'll help and cast oh wait. What do I have casting right now? Because I want to do detect magic just to see if I can help figure out what the heck's going on here. Yeah. So I want to detect magic, see what's going on.
Detect magic. You're turning into the princess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and whatever type of check, either investigation or arcana.
I'll take arcana from you. With detect magic, as you go through, you immediately get a strong sense of necromancy as well as transmutation, specifically coming from the altar. As you guys throw the princess's body lifelessly onto the altar, you see her flesh drain completely as all the blood leaves. And what's your arcana check?
16.
With a 16, you're able to see that there's like routine rituals that happen here.
Like it's an automated sacrificial altar, basically.
It basically becomes like for the lack of a better word, like a dialysis machine.
Oh no!
As it sucks all her blood out.
These people are the pigs that we're running the blood through.
Yeah.
Whoa.
As you see those orbs like hearts pump, as the blood goes from a red to a very vibrant oozy green, fills the altar, and you see it as it overtakes the princess's body, and she just starts to become a slight green in her composure.
With that 16 arcana, do I have any sense of what the purpose of this is?
No.
I sense a lot of necromancy. I think we might have to double tap this lady.
Sure. I just cave her face in.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We'll say for the sake of like coolness, you just decapitated, rip her head off.
Just like that.
You see it. You see her blood where blood would be splurting out. There's just that green ooze that continues down her head.
I'll just pull her body off of it. I don't want.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Sure. I don't know whatever's happening here.
I'm sorry. Go ahead and give me a con save.
Oh no.
Anything else you guys would like to do?
I'm gonna cut the stalks underneath the globes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a con save as well.
22.
22, you pass. As you go to grab her, you see the ooze immediately latch onto you like one of those cool alien things. It's almost sentient in itself. It goes to latch onto you. You manage to get off of it, so as it doesn't take hold on your spectral home.
Lochlan, be careful.
You're saying that as you've made contact. Swing, yeah. 18.
With an 18, you have the same sense. It jumps from the pillar to try to wrap itself around your arms. With that warning, you're able to pull away from it as it latches on heavier to the princess's body. Almost as one single organism starts to like pump.
Well, then Lochlan takes 3 steps back and starts throwing firebolts at the orbs.
How long do you want to do that for?
Well, I'll throw like 2 or 3 of them and see if anything happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Good. That was
3 turns.
Moment, I cower in the corner. Once I see
you
these fireballs.
You hear the chanting.
Oh.
You hear the chanting coming through the archway.
I think it's time.
I think let's just go. I bought us some time with the door. I think let's go.
You like, as you guys are like doing all this stuff, you hear knocking on the door. Hey, if you guys killed the princess, please don't kill the princess.
Keep that door closed there.
Boom, 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 boom. Hey, are you guys behind all the bombs outside? Boom, 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 boom.
Sorry, I can't hear. It's too loud. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make our way. Yeah, I'll run in front just to see if the being disguised as the princess gives us a moment of extra time.
Yeah. I think let's trail behind at least 30 feet.
Okay.
Do I know about this secret area?
Nope. This is not on the maps.
Weird. They didn't put that on their map?
No
that
secret.
Anyone could find on top of the guy's desk?
No secret.
Gosh darn it.
Sound bitch.
I double checked it. I thought, I swear.
As you move down, rushing through, you see a faint glimmer opening from the bottom of the platform that these stairs lead to. As you guys approach, you hear the chanting rise in volume. You guys crest the view, and you see a grand opening, as wide as you can see, emptying out into nothingness. The tree ripping through the ceiling, planted on the floor here. And as you guys walk through, you see a cult, 50 people deep, all chanting, facing the altar, at which you see Lorraine, you see Rensron, and you see an empty spot as the king is standing over their kneeling bodies. The chanting grows, and as you walk through, the king smiles at you and says, "My darling." And with that, we'll pick up next episode at the ritual underneath the masquerade. Will Lochlan be able to pull off this disguise and trick everybody into believing that he is the princess?
Of course I am.
Will Pak be able to finally be there for his cousin Lorraine? Or, as times before, always not be there for her?
Jeez.
Will Boogsran similarly be able to deliver safety and refuge for his son? We'll find out next time at our season finale of Campfire Odysseys, The Masquerade. Yay! The king approaches his throne. Bring forth the sacrifices. We are in too deep now. We must see the end to this. Sing with me, my people.
I wish for a fair fight.
Cultists desperately, as their only line of defense, swoop. And there's one just keep singing, just keep singing.
Generals, you stole my honor. Prepare to die!
You hear a whimper. That?
Prince, let me show you what I can do.
You do this flurry of blows. The monster that is Boogsran unleashes itself.
Fight, son. Fight!
You see entering from the staircase. Now the damned come to reclaim Versar. I knew you weren't fucking safe.
No one is safe, Uncle.
Yeah, and I do this. I do fold space, enlarge myself.
Oh. You flip that coin.
That's why we come here.
We didn't come here to not do it.
That's why we do
Now,
it.
It's the finale, baby.